My name is Nora Lorek. I'm a documentary photographer, currently working in Bidibidi refugee settlement in northwestern Uganda. Photography is very important to me because I love to memorize the things that I see, and I have a visual memory. I've always had a hard time to remember names. I remember people's faces. So for me it's always been much easier to remember everything in pictures, and I think that's one of the reasons why I started to work as a photographer. The Malaya Project is a non-profit organization that was founded after a portrait series that was published in the National Geographic magazine in 2018. We came here to simply document how life was in Bidibidi refugee settlement, because during that time it was the world's biggest refugee settlement, and 80% of the population here are women and children. They were showing us these beautifully hand-embroidered bed sheets. That was one of the few belongings that they had brought from home when fleeing the war from South Sudan. And we asked, can we do portraits of you standing in front of these milayas, these hand-embroidered bed sheets? So we made a portrait series of them posing in front of their milayas. That was then published in a magazine and created huge interest of people asking, how can we support the women? How can we purchase their art and craft? We started a non-profit, and now there's 50 women here in Bidibidi embroidering pillowcases, wall hangings, and simply providing for their families by doing the beautiful craft that they brought from their home in South Sudan. When I photograph people, I often try to show the people the way they feel and the way they see themselves. I focus on spending as much time as possible with them beforehand. Simply, drinking tea, making food together, sitting and talking is so much more important than making the image. And getting to know them is just as important as creating the frame. It's beautiful to see them joyful when seeing their images.
Which is your favorite?
I've been working with the Fuji system since I started working in Bidibidi many years ago. So it's been amazing to see the development of the medium format cameras since then, to see the change from the morning colors till the strong colors in the rainy days, to the really difficult daylight that we can have in the middays, and the beautiful colors in the afternoons, and also to create beautiful portraits and get close to people without the camera creating a, kind of distance. So for me, the camera has always been a great tool to simply just be close to people. I've always loved working a lot in low light, especially now with the new 55mm lens, having a background in concert photography and covering up to 200 gigs a year back in the days. So now having a camera system and the lenses that support that and that give me the opportunity to work in the darkness, even here where we have almost no artificial light, is really amazing. I like using the FUJIFILM medium format because I can use it to work with reportage, to do my own long-term projects, to create beautiful video as well. And it is creating amazing files, no matter if I'm going to use it for my own Instagram to have beautiful portraits, or if I'm going to create huge prints for an exhibition.